6-year-old
Yorktown.
Call of Duty prodigy banned. What?
I'll ban his bitch ass too. I have to tell what the problem
He
is.
shouldn't
Wait.
even be playing Call of Duty.
Get his ass out of here.
They said Call of Duty Prodigy?
Yes,
A
6-year-old
prodigy?
Call of Duty prodigy banned. I was like, he technically shouldn't be playing the game.
I gotta turn the volume down on my phone if I'm watching TikToks randomly. Well, called Reels on Instagram.
What's goody? We back. Respect the tilt. You got me, Great Robino. And you got Flyman and JT. Go ahead and say something.
Oh, you know me. I've been playing that Cyberpunk. I've been out there shooting things
You ain't even got that game.
with my dick out.
Lies. Lies. Speaking of dick out though, I had a funny glitch where I put on these pants and I was like my dick went away and I was just naked, like I looked like a Ken doll or whatever, and I was like, what the heck?
I was
But it kinda
confused because I went to the mirror and I went to look in the mirror and then my clothes were just gone. I was like, wait, where'd my clothes go? So then I went to sleep and then woke back up and I looked in the mirror again and my clothes were there that time.
Have you been seeing the memes about the sleeping position? Yeah.
No, what happened?
Nah.
Well, when you sleep on the bed, right, in the game, he sleeps like it looks like he's hanging off the bed. And people have just been making memes about it. Hold on. I'll just throw it in the chat real quick.
I've been sleeping like that when
Because
I
he
was a kid.
slept like sideways or something.
Yeah, he sleeps
Yeah.
sideways, but his arms are like out in the front, but he's like at the very edge of the bed. And like realistically, if you were sleeping like that, you would.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what? Not even on the pillows?
Yeah. I was like, nobody sleeps like that.
But anyways.
Um,
Anyway. We're here to talk about that video game awards that happened the same day Cyberpunk dropped. Depending on what you played on.
And that's why I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
watch it.
I mean, technically Cyberpunk came out the day before.
All the lies were hollow.
But yeah, we gonna get right into this. You know, JT's our note taker. He got that outline.
Note taker.
Yeah.
He ain't no note taker. He did his research.
We ain't talking about this.
You didn't.
I tried to bully some kid in class.
Man, you see what happened was.
What do we want to start with, JT? Do we want to talk about the winners, or do we want to talk about the announcements?
Let's talk about the overall game awards. What did y'all think? Because for me, I thought it was kind of weird how they formatted it, right? Because I know it's COVID times and whatnot, so the budget may not have been there. But the way they were presenting it was I didn't quite expect, because it was like one person read off the listings, named the winner, and then they went to the next category. Like, obviously, not every person can like give awards like speech or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were some categories that the people didn't have an acceptance speech or whatever, and there were others that did. So I didn't know what denoted like what was going to have what, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the thing
And,
is, last year did every category have a speech though? I don't remember.
I mean, for me, it just felt like there was no like transition or build up, which I mean, it's not a big deal, but it just threw me off because when I was trying to skip through it, I was like, oh shit, they just named the winner for another category. I was like, God, oh my God, watch
Yeah,
this.
there was no big like presentation or reveal. Like when he was like, best action game goes to Hades, congratulations. Then he did like one right after it, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I was confused.
But you're probably right. It's probably just due to COVID.
Yeah, and
COVID-19.
the live orchestra was tight though. That was playing.
No, that was. I thought when they did that Mario.
Yeah,
Mario
I was
medley,
like, ooh.
that stuff was slapping.
Yeah, I think.
The Persona band was slapping too.
Yup.
See, yeah,
For
they
what,
said Persona 5 Strikers, and I was like, wait, what? They showing that?
Yeah, dude. For what limitations they had, I think they did really well. Because you know how, like, I always think of, like, the Sony thing at E3, man. They always go above and beyond to be as extra as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like I
Like
like
when they
what
was
the
in
Game
that
Awards
tent.
did.
Like
Yeah.
that dude playing the flute.
Yeah, dude, I was about that. But I like the simplicity of this one, man. It's just
It's very
here's
simple.
some
Very
awards. Here's some awards. Here's some trailers. Here's some fun stuff.
yeah, very simple and to the point.
So yeah, I think we could always start with. I think this will be the fastest one. Do you want to talk about the little game trailers previews that they had for the Game Awards?
Yeah. So let's see what we had. This is not in chronological order, by the way. But
We don't
So
care about no
they did a-
chronologically.
shut.
I swear to God.
No, but they started with. Well, they didn't start. I'm starting with Sephiroth joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that's pretty cool. I know in the Smash community, people are annoyed with sword characters. There's so many sword there's so many sword characters, and they're adding another one. But I think this is cool just for the simple fact that we get more Final Fantasy music in the game, because I thought we were literally robbed for only getting 2 tracks from Final Fantasy VII, when Persona pretty much had like almost all the iconic tracks from like 3 up to 5, which is kind of like baffling. So that's cool. I don't know.
Can't be mad at it. You know, they add a new character all the time.
They
It's
should
only a
have
matter
just
of
put.
time.
They should just put Yuna in there, low key. I would have.
Have her do summons and stuff. That would have been tight.
Yeah, that would have been tight.
You see if they
Anyways.
Bahamut.
Right. That would have been tight. Then the next one I'm gonna talk about. I know you guys don't play Smash. I don't know. Do you guys have any other thoughts on that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I ain't out there like that.
All right. So the next announcement was, well, the next one I'm gonna say is Perfect Dark, and anybody who had a 64 knows how good Perfect Dark used to slap
They had that
on
gun
the
that shot through
Nintendo
walls.
64. The games that you used to play on couch co-op and screen look on mugs was 007 GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Those were the only 2 you needed. All right. So I'm pretty stoked that this is back. I hope that they do it good and do it justice. I guess sucky thing is it's probably going to be. I think it's Xbox exclusive so far, as we know.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I remembered Microsoft's trying to have all their games available on PC anyways, right?
PC, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we'll probably be fine. And hopefully, you know what? I don't even really care about the story. I just care that they do a cool multiplayer, just like how the 64 version was. Just how it was so fun. And
As long as they don't throw the microtransactions in it.
right, yep, exactly.
If they make the game look better too, then it'd be so funny if they released it as that goofy pixelated thing, but with more like effective gameplay.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
So I'm excited for Perfect Dark. I don't know if you guys ever played Perfect Dark back when you were.
I don't think I
youngins.
did, but I always wanted to.
Yeah. It's Perfect Dark.
I didn't have a GameCube, or not GameCube, 64.
64.
I didn't have a GameCube
What was
either though.
What was your first console, Robino? Was it a
PS1,
PlayStation?
PS2, or Xbox? I feel like it had to be the latest for you.
I think we had a. I don't remember which one it is. Whatever one had Duck Hunt dog on it,
Oh,
like
Sega
the Duck Hunt
console?
game.
Nope, that's not it.
No,
Super
it's
Nintendo.
Probably Super Nintendo or something.
And that's
I
the
was thinking
only
of
game I
Video
remember
X the whole
from
time.
that.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Yeah, that's the
When I was
only.
Deborah, couldn't picture this.
Comes to this.
Come on, I bet you.
Mine was the good old 64. I remember we got it from a pawn shop, and my the first game I had got was Ocarina of Time and Madden. I was all about that Ocarina of Time. You already know. Anywho,
I don't even count that as my real
next,
first game.
yeah. Next we have that I'm going to talk about is Mass Effect. I mean, it was just a very simple teaser, but it looks like where they tried to go into like new territory with the Andromeda or whatever, and that pretty much fell hard on its face in Andromeda because of all the bugs and how crappy it looked and how bad it was. How not up to par it was to the usual Mass Effect stuff. I guess you could say.
EA.
Yeah. It seems like this is a continuation of Shepard. So it honestly, I saw people like commenting and making, jokes and comments. They're like, this is the game that will probably literally make or break BioWare. And I think so, because everybody was so upset with how they finished the Mass Effect trilogy off, and then Andromeda, they kind of screwed the pooch on that, right?
And then weren't they that one mech game that was supposed to be a service game that just ended? I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, Anthem. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was them too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was them. And so now we have Mass Effect, which looks like it's a continuation of Master Shepard potentially, and like his companions and stuff. So we're at a point where we're like, okay, if this is a continuation, like, better not screw it up. You know what I mean? So, pretty they're on thin waters right here. So we'll see what they do.
I ain't gonna play it, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
Played the other ones.
Same, that's exactly why I'm not.
I mean, I have them on Steam.
It's a good it's a really good series though. If you do ever get around to playing it.
I have 1 and 2.
I just ain't into it.
BioWare is just not really the king of RPGs anymore, if you ask me. Like they used to be. Next I'll talk about
where the crown at.
Like Western RPGs.
Well, no. Let's go on. Rob was ignorant. Let's do the quick section.
He hijacking. Okay. Flight Simulator. I mean, I guess it looks really cool, but I don't think
I can't play it.
not really my jam. No, we have a spiritual successor for Left 4 Dead, and if Robino remembers, I used to really love that game, but none of our friends wanted to play with us back in high school.
Yeah,
in middle school.
I thought we had a crew though. It was like you, me, and Jalen.
No, Jalen said he always hated to play it. He never wanted to play it with us.
For some reason I thought he had it.
Yeah.
He must have been trash.
Yeah. He really was though. That's why he was trash. But I remember we did play with Timmy a couple times and stuff too. But yeah, I like it. I like Left 4 Dead. I'm kind of excited for this. Good spiritual successor. If I had to say anything of all the games that announced, it was just a lot of shooters. You know how I feel. You guys know how I feel about shooters. So I don't know.
That's what them kids like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. True that.
Yeah, it's like the business part. You know, shooters are popular right now, so they're like, oh, we gotta make shooters.
Yeah, like almost everything that they show is a shooter, and I was like, But I will play a Left 4 Dead type shooter, so I don't care. Next, I'll talk about Ark, which had Vin Diesel, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, is that Vin Diesel? And I was thrown off so hard.
I ain't gonna play that.
I'm not gonna play that either. I just don't. I know about the first game briefly, but it honestly seemed kind of too, I guess, hardcore, or just like real particular or whatever, and what it was doing and stuff like that. So it seems real interesting, but actually seeing that just made me really remember how much I wanted Turok revival. So bring back Turok, please. But I don't know. I don't. I know isn't Ark, as far as what I know from Ark, doesn't it like revolve around? Forgive my ignorance, people out there, but doesn't it revolve around like you're like you know, you're part of this tribe, but like you start progressing into technology throughout like the little game or like your play session and stuff like that. I don't really know.
I don't know. It was called like Ark Survival Evolved, right? The original.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I think you just started off as like a caveman type person.
Yeah, not really. I haven't really delved too much into it. Didn't seem like it was my kind of thing when I looked into it, but it does seem very niche. I guess you could say, and pretty hardcore in what it offers. Like it has its following.
I'm not gonna lie.
New Dragon.
I got the Game Awards going right now in the background. I saw this man with this like the white hair and the beard, and I'm like, who's this Santa Claus man?
Okay.
I felt like I had.
I don't know who you're talking about. Anyways, next one up is Dragon Age. I love the Dragon Age series. I honestly don't think the Dragon Age series has faltered as hard as like the Mass Effect did, but I do agree that Dragon Age 2 kind of like was sucky compared to 1. 1 is probably still the best, and Inquisition I don't think was as strong as 1, but it was better than 2. So this just seems like it's a continuation of those lines like 1, 2, and 3. So I'm up for it. I love the Dragon Age series. Bring it on. New Among Us map.
I think that's one of the other very many things that just got like one little thing added to it. So Among Us got a new map. Fortnite added Master Chief. Fall Guys got a new season. So
Fall Guys, yep.
Yeah.
How long was that last season?
Just got added. I mean, it started in like Halloweenish time.
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
In terms of the indie games, they showed a lot of them, but I think the ones that stood out to me the most was probably Evil West. That seemed kind of interesting.
As I was seeing the trailer for that, I've never played this game, but for some reason I was like, is this like Call of Juarez? I don't know anything of what that looks like.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what it was making me think of for some reason when I was seeing it.
I know what you're talking about. I guess I could think why you think that. The aesthetic. Evil West seems more akin to like, I don't know, like a dark fantasy western some way, somehow. Kind of like what was that, Grim Dawn, that Diablo-ish type game. They also showed Evil Dead, which isn't shown on this list that I'm looking at. That Evil Dead game looked kind of fun, can't lie. And spiritual successor to Dead Space, which I still think is one of the scariest game series I have played. So I'm pretty hyped for that, because those guys do know their horror.
I haven't even finished the first one. Wait, but
I finished
who's doing it?
It's the guy. He's no longer. I don't think he's attached to EA. Like, he started his own studio. So
Okay, I was gonna say because Visceral Games was defunct or something.
Yeah. I think it was a sect of like EA, if I'm not mistaken. But he started his own studio.
Yeah,
so.
it was Visceral Games, but they were bought by EA, and then EA closed them.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So why they buy him? And yep. So that's pretty much the big announcements. I don't know if I missed anything that you guys thought stood out or anything like that.
I think that pretty much sums up my thoughts on trailers and little announcements. Nothing crazy coming out really.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I imagine the crazier stuff will be held for other events.
Dang, you ain't looking at that Elder Scrolls Online?
Nah, bro. What the hell?
I'm not into MMOs. Oh, but speaking of MMOs, that one MMO that was made, like they said, was done by a Korean studio. That stuff was fire. Did you see that? It was like Crimson Dawn or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Crimson Desert.
It looked like
Crimson Desert.
Yeah, it looked kind of anime.
Yeah.
I did see that. I was confused too because I was like, "What is this?" And while I'm on this site and it didn't show me anything about it, so I was like, huh, I wonder what this is.
Yeah, that shit look fire, bro.
I'm
Check that out.
surprised though. All right, let's go straight into the awards ceremony. All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm going straight from the Game Awards site, and they start out with Game of the Year, which, I mean, we all could have seen this one coming.
Yep. I'm not too surprised at this.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's lots of controversy and opinions out there, or whatever, but I think this was probably one of the most ambitious games in terms of its storytelling, and I mean, I think it is deserving. Whether you say, it's all opinions, right? But in my opinion, I'm not mad at this. I guess what it boils down to. This isn't a video or a podcast about why Last of Us doesn't suck to me or whatever. This is about the Game Awards.
Yeah, this is definitely one that's like we all kind of saw coming, and no one can really argue with. Like, because Naughty Dog always puts out fire like that.
Yep.
Like super heavily driven characters and stories like that, man. That's the new bet. That's the new bet. What's it called? Meta. That's the word. I think of it.
Apparently, some people are really not. They say they don't really like this trend of Oscar baity games. I don't know what your thoughts are of that are like. They think, games shouldn't have these emotional, provoking stories, or like just these sad stories all the time and stuff like that.
People always want to complain about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're right. It's because that's kind of what the first game was. But people always want to complain about something.
Like. What would you want? You know what I mean? Like, you want a game that's no good story to it? Like,
yeah.
I mean, plus it wouldn't even make sense if the second one was like all happy.
Yeah. Like, do you understand what's going on?
Right.
I mean, nothing about an apocalypse is happy.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, if there's any, like I said, if there's any negative thing I had to say about the game is like, I don't think it pushed the mold of like the first game in terms of gameplay, but I mean, it did improve on a lot of things. But
I don't know. I was smacking people up with pipes.
Yeah, and I thought the pacing wasn't as good as the first game, and that's natural with how the story was being told.
I just know I ain't finished the game
pace that
yet.
well. Yeah. What else we got?
So, the next thing was Best Game Direction, which is under Last of Us Part 2. I don't know if we want to talk about that anymore, because I'm just going to be saying Last of Us Part 2 again.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the same stuff there.
Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Last of Us Part 2. Best Art Direction went to Ghost of Tsushima.
I think we was kind of thinking that's what it would go to, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we split on this one.
We didn't even play it, and we kind of had a feeling it was probably going to be Ghost.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it, because people love Japanese looking stuff, man.
I mean, it was a very pretty game.
Okay, what's next? Up next, Best Score on Music, Final Fantasy VII. Speaking of more music, they went out there and got a win. Hello?
Yeah. they went out there and got a win. Yeah, I mean,
I was gonna say, but I thought
I was waiting until you finished talking.
Yeah, I was done.
But no, yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised by this one, I guess. But I mean, it is the classic Final Fantasy VII themes. I mean, that game is iconic. The music from that game is very iconic. So I guess I shouldn't have underrated it, I guess.
Underrated it.
I guess I only did it because it was a remake. So.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about the other games too, there was Doom Eternal and Hades. I don't really know anything about Ori, so
Yeah, I don't know anything about Ori. I didn't think the game in Hades was like super iconic. I mean, it got you going, but I don't think it was like super iconic. But I mean, when you look at what it was up against, it makes sense. I think I either said it was gonna be Doom or the remake. So
Yeah. I'd say
best audio design.
Yeah, you talked
Did
about
you-
this one again as well in the
Yeah.
first video, so first podcast.
Yep. Yep. So this is they won for exactly why I thought they were gonna win. So.
Mhm.
That-
best
Yeah, I was gonna-
performance?
Yeah, yep. I'm not surprised by this either. I thought she even had more of a tough emotional journey than Ellie did, so.
I remember I said that because of her picture. I was like, look at that picture. She's screaming. You know that's going to be the pick.
I mean, no, but she really did, though. She went through a lot.
And then Last of Us Part 2 had more of a chance to win. It's messed
And
up.
she's-
There's 2 out of 5 of them.
she's pretty complex characters.
Games for Impact was Tell Me Why, which I
Tell
don't
me
know.
why.
I don't know the premise of this game at all.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
I think
Tell
we
me
skipped
why.
over that one before.
I think it's
because I don't know any of these.
I forgot what kind of game it is. I'm not gonna lie, but I did look it up and I was like, okay, that makes sense.
It's an episodic narrative game, so kind of like think of like the Life is Strange type stuff.
Right.
Yep. Check it out. Best ongoing game, No Man's Sky. Did you see?
See, I told you.
How,
I
did you see how the? Yeah, you was right. Did you see how the game creator of this, like, he was chugging a beer when they announced it, and he was
bro.
like, he was like, "Oh shit." I thought that was hilarious.
I would have been too. He didn't think he was gonna win.
No, he did not think he was gonna win. He was chugging that beer.
Yeah.
I thought
I mean-
that was really funny.
As far as best ongoing game goes, it makes sense considering that they fixed everything that they said it was supposed to be. I feel like when you
Yep.
start from zero and you type of progress, there's just a lot. So.
Right, and you have a strong community like that still going like that. So.
Okie. Best indie game went to Hades,
Yes, sir.
which I mean, as far as like gameplay goes and everything, like narrative, audio design, obviously, I feel like it transcends these other games.
Honestly, dude, I am so confused as why Supergiant Games, the people that made Hades, why they're still considered an indie studio. Maybe just because they're still.
They would.
Maybe it's just because they're just. I mean, they're probably just not big name, I guess. Not as big name. Maybe they're still just a small studio.
What defines AAA though?
I don't know, man. Interesting question. Fireman done got his mic killed in front of us.
Done did goofed.
His mic died. Something. He just got a green circle around him. Tragedy. Well. Does the show go on, or do we take a pause, Rob?
Well, he was in the middle about to say something.
Yeah, he's gonna say why Supergiant is considered indie. Send him a message.
Guys,
Hey, bro.
Hello?
Why your shit broke?
what the fuck happened?
That shit crashed out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell. That was weird.
That was very weird. Yeah, crash out of nowhere. What was the last thing you guys heard me say?
You're gonna explain ask why Supergiant is still considered indie.
Yeah. I'm just really confused on why Supergiant Games is still an indie studio. Like, somebody needs to pick them up because they have consistently made strong, overwhelmingly strong game after strong game after strong game, consistently. So somebody pick them up and give them like a good budget. They'll make something
Yeah, that was when
phenomenal.
that was when I asked what defines a AAA.
So just the budget, right? So Cyberpunk, right? That's a AAA title, right? Anything made by Square Enix, just because it's such a big studio, it's probably going to be AAA. Anything made by EA and anything under them is probably going to be AAA. Same with Ubisoft, right? They're all AAA, like the big names, right? Supergiant is little compared to them, and you know their budgets are limited, and they're not really under anything, so that's why they're considered indie. But if, like, say EA, or please EA, don't pick them up. Say if somebody that was actually good or whatever picked them up or whatever, I was like, hey, we're giving you billions of dollars, make a cool game, they would go wild, I think. Although they wouldn't really give billions of dollars. That's an exaggeration. Don't take that literal.
And we don't know. Up next was Best Mobile Game, which is Among Us. And I was telling the boys, there was one game in particular that I was pretty happy about winning, and it was Among Us, because it's a game from 2018 with only 3 people, only 3 developers. They just added a 4th person who's like media or something like that, and literally when they accepted the award, they were all in the shot, because that's how many people were there and that's how many people made it. I think it, stuff like this is very good for small people who want to make games, man, because it shows that if you don't quit on your game before everyone else even picks it up, there's definitely no chance for it. So
yeah, man, that was very warming to their heart. Their speech warmed my heart. Good for them. I'm very happy for them.
They deserved it. Even though it's funny because Among Us is on Steam and mobile, but most people who just like want to play the game just got it on mobile just because it's free, even though it's only $5 on Steam. I think that's pretty funny. Best community support went to Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And you always talking about that Twitter.
Dude, the Twitter page, I think I said last time, but yeah, it went up to 1 million, so in like a week maybe. But I even Among Us recently like made a Twitter page just because obviously there are a lot of people playing the game, a lot of people who have opinions that are probably wrong, but
that are probably wrong.
Yeah, man. Fall Guys got some good PR, man. Some good PR strategies. Next game, we all kind of guessed this one was Best VR AR game, which won Half-Life Alyx. I just don't care about these other ones, really.
I knew that innovation and accessibility was going to be Last of Us just because how much people are gushing over the settings for that. And that was very cool if you do get to look at that. Best action game, Hades.
Wait, for innovation and accessibility, when they won, did you see the acceptance speech? There was a guy who was in his house, and then the woman was his neighbor, and she was standing outside the window.
No, I don't think I noticed that. Was she standing outside his window for a reason?
COVID. But they're neighbors, so she was just outside the window. The window was closed too at that. I'm surprised we could even hear her, but I thought that was pretty funny.
Sounds a little creepy, but
it did look weird when I first opened up. I was like, is that person behind outside the window?
That's funny.
But yes, that's action game, Hades.
Yep, very deserving. Like I said, I felt this game was dang near perfect, honestly. So,
easy choice. Best action adventure, Last of Us Part 2. Can just move on.
To be honest though, I'm actually surprised it won for best action adventure. I'm not going to lie. I thought it would have went to.
I think we said Spider-Man or Star Wars.
Yeah, I really would have thought it would have went to like Spider-Man or more. I thought Ghost of Tsushima, honestly.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. I think we talked about Star Wars, right? But I was thinking about it, and it's like that game technically came out last year, and it never really like. I mean, people played it, but you don't really hear about like the amount of noise it made is not quite the same as the Last of Us or
Last
Ghost
of
of Tsushima.
Us. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just thinking from a gameplay perspective. Those games seem more, I don't know,
Mhm.
intuitive than like Last of Us.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we were all wrong on best RPG. They did end up giving it to a remake, which I mean I'm not mad at because it makes sense.
What? Yeah, what did we say we thought they were going?
Y'all both said Persona 5 Royal, and I said Genshin Impact just because I'd be playing it.
Royal.
I had a feeling Genshin Impact wouldn't win just because there are a lot of people who hate on it because it's a grindy game, but it's
Royal got snubbed.
Royal. The thing about Royal for me is Persona 5 alone didn't really win anything.
It should have.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. Kind of sad. But hey, man, Final Fantasy 7, it was a good one. Best fighting, man. Who would have even guessed it? Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate beat One Punch Man on a hero nobody knows, a game nobody knows, a game that should never got released. Let's move on. That's absolutely tragic. Best family game. Look at that.
I had a feeling it was going to be this.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't think Crash was gonna come out. I don't think Crash is a family game. You know, cuss in front of your kids. Bitch, jump. That's all I imagine.
Oh shit! That was actually very hilarious.
Animal Crossing, though, that's a good one, man. Animal Crossing caught some big hype, big fat hype that is now unfortunately gone because I don't think they. I mean, I don't hear any news about it anymore. I don't hear about like too many crazy updates that would make me want to come back.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much good on it. Best sim strategy. Yo, I was joking, but that flight simulator came through. How shitty is it that like you're one of these other companies, right? And you see these games win, or you see the game that won, and you're like, what the hell? Did a damn flight simulator game beat this game that I spent like years developing and stuff like that? Like imagine imagine I was a serious developer and I lost to a flight simulator, man.
Apparently, those simulator games are pretty intuitive, though. I mean, they seem very niche, though, for the crowd that they, you know, they cater to. You know.
I just remember that train simulator on Steam. It's like with all the DLC.
Oh yeah, with all
costs-
the DLC, it's like
yeah.
$1,000.
No, it was like 10,000 or something like that.
Oh God, you're right. Yeah.
Hell no, not from me.
Off of some damn trains.
Yep, and
Just catch a choo-choo outside your house, man.
bro, it's an inconvenience to me. I don't know why y'all think that's fun. Best sports game. How about that? We'd love to see it. Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Great stuff, man.
I think this was deserving because all the other ones are kind of just cookie cutters.
Right.
If there's anything that seemed that kind of sucked about the Tony Hawk was just because you didn't have any of those classic skins just because the license stuff was over, like the Darth Maul skins and all the other types of stuff. But small price to pay.
See, I remember I said it was going to be Tony Hawk.
I should have believed you, homie.
I mean, I only said FIFA 21 just for the. I mean, it keeps winning because I mean, sports and racing games have not evolved a lot, and even Tony Hawk, man, it's just they're bringing back an old skating game. I wish they'd do something a little more innovative. Where's damn Captain Tsubasa at? That's what should have been on here. It's that FIFA 21.
Was that this year?
Shit, I don't even know. It might have been. Best multiplayer, man. Among Us comes back. Among Us beat. But look at the names that Among Us beat. Valorant. You know who runs Valorant? League of Legends. Fall Guys. Ultimate Knockout. Call of Duty. Take This L. Animal Crossing. Nintendo. These 4 people, technically 3 until they added the latest person, beat up this huge studio developers, man. They should be proud of themselves. Yo, content creator of the year. I didn't think she would win it, but baby girl done did it. That's crazy. Valkyrie.
That's Bay, huh? That's Bay, huh?
Oh, she's fine. I really don't pick up too many streams due to accessibility and lack of Twitch Prime, but I do catch hers because she's on YouTube. And
You don't
the
have
times
Twitch Prime?
I mean, I just don't. I haven't made it my account or anything.
Oh, I was gonna say if you had that Amazon, you should.
Yeah, I have Amazon, but I don't have. I've just never made a Twitch account. So I definitely tune into hers a lot more. And I mean, I don't like watching people like Call of Duty all the time, you know. So I don't see the fun of it personally. But yeah. Anywho, best debut game, Phasmophobia, man. Y'all should pick that up. It ain't expensive. It's pretty cheap.
I thought you were scared to play it.
I mean, I'm level like 17 in it, unfortunately. The thing is, I'll play it. I also think it's an enjoyable game. I like the process of which you go through, find a ghost. It's just that
Every person I see play it says the ghosts are racist.
Hey, bro. Now we get to throw 3 minorities at it. You know what I'm saying? We'll be fine. Which one will they kill first? Every time I played it, man, my homies have been pretty reliable for the most part. But I played with this one dude who's just sitting in the truck, man. 4 people. We have a squad of 4. You have your little truck. You have your Scooby van, right? A mystery machine. What the hell they call it? Mystery van, whatever.
Yep.
Old dude was just sitting in there looking at all the cameras instead of going in there talking on the walkie-talkie, talking about okay, I think it's in this room. Bitch, if you don't get your ass in here.
Man, I ain't trying to die.
What kind of team is this? And then he'd be like, why do you guys always die? Bitch, die. I swear to God. Anywho, best esports athlete, some Korean dude from League of Legends. Is that racist? I don't even care.
It's not racist if you're Korean too, Justin.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, anywho. I think the funniest part about this was Stephen A. Smith announced the winner.
Yeah. I thought that was funny too.
He was like, the winner is Show Maker. Like he
was like, what did he say? He said when athletes couldn't do it out on the court, these people have been getting dubs everywhere.
Yeah, something like that. I was like, okay, Stephen A. Best esports coach, some CSGO dude. Best esport event, League of Legends World Championship. Best esports game, League of Legends. Best esports host. I don't even know you say that Norwegian bullshit. Best esports team, League of Legends. Oh yeah, that's it. League of Legends makes all the competitive esports stuff.
Yeah.
Big
I think they have the biggest tournament. Well, is it League or is it Dota that has the biggest tournament?
League.
No, I
think
think
it's
one of them.
now.
I think one of them has like the biggest prize pool.
No.
Dota is more hardcore. If I recall.
Yeah, but I mean, I think one of them has a bigger prize pool. I feel like it was Dota that had the bigger prize pool.
I mean, they might have a bigger prize pool, but they don't have the same amount of sponsorship. They don't have the same amount of There's a lot of business behind League of Legends, not just in the tournaments, but they're starting esports teams and colleges and shit.
See,
colleges are gonna start giving out scholarships.
League don't have Gabe showing up there.
League don't have what?
Gavin. You know the guy from Valve.
Boy, shut your ass up.
Huh?
Shut up.
What?
Shut up.
Dota is Valve.
What?
I don't understand this reference, but
Yeah, what are you saying?
maybe I'm just not in the know.
You
Anywho,
don't- you don't know who Gavin is?
I don't know.
Bro, we just
Am I
said we don't
saying-
know who that is.
The guy who owns, like, he's like the Valve guy. You've never seen the memes about Lord Gabe or whatever they call him?
That big black bald head, the big black dude that's bald headed with the valve that's on the back of his head. That guy.
That's Coach.
Oh my god. Probably. Was that supposed to be a joke though, like the Gavin thing?
No, that's the actual person.
I know, but I'm
But-
saying, were you just trying to make a joke like, oh, they don't got Gavin though? Or like, who's that?
Yeah, I was saying like they don't have him showing up because he's at the Dota. The Dota
Boy,
one.
League of Legends has millions of viewers watching on TV, as well as on stream. Man, they rent out stadiums and sell out, and they just sit in chairs.
I think it just went over our heads, Justin. Let's not
Boy,
lie.
let's just go.
Man, I gotta send the picture. Y'all ain't never
Let's
seen
talk
these
about
memes.
Disney Plus. I ain't looking at that bullshit.
The Steam,
Hey, hey.
sales. They're
Real-
always like
real
thank you,
quick,
Lord.
though. There's a couple of game reveals that we did miss that I thought were pretty interesting. There was that dragon game where you get to like ride a dragon.
Oh yeah.
That looked kind of dope. And then there was the new Nier game, which I'm for Nier, even though the series is very weird and wacky.
Well,
It's
was
not
it
for-
new,
Yeah,
or
that's
is
what
it,
it
or
is,
is it the
dude.
remake one? It's
not
like the
for
remake of
everybody.
the first one or something.
No, it's not a remake of the first one, but it looks like it connects more to like that first one.
What was it
in the
called?
comic.
Again,
It's
Nier
just Replicant. Nier Replicant version 1.22477.
Yeah, I
blah,
thought-
blah, blah.
I thought Replicant was supposed to be like a remake or something of the first one.
No, it's not. It doesn't look like a remake. It looks like a sequel to potentially Automata, but I also see there's a book, which that little spell book was part of the first one. I don't know much about it. Like I had to look up videos about it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, League of Legends was the first single player game. I'm gonna play that. Leave me alone, League. You own enough of my life with one game.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Final thoughts? on
Yeah, I'm not mad at any of these winners. I think they're pretty much expected. I think the nominees up there were pretty much expected. Persona 5 should have won for best RPG, if you ask me. But
that? Hey man, you ain't play it.
but Persona, look, man, I've already come to terms with this. The Persona series is stronger than the Final Fantasy series right now. As of right now, it is.
You even play
So-
Genshin.
He's like, "What you say to me?"
Fake RPG. I'm just joking. But anyways, I'm not mad at these. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think if you're mad at a Game Awards, man, I think you should reevaluate something.
For real. At the end of the day, it's just a, a silly award, and it's
Yeah.
all that really matters is your opinion and what you think
Yeah.
of it. Nobody's absolute to what you think and how you think of things.
Yeah.
I think opinions have become a strange thing lately
Yeah.
these days, where it's like my way or the highway, but it's
Yeah.
just your opinion, man.
I think especially in this case, the only people that should care are the people getting nominated and putting out products
Mhm.
to be critiqued and whatnot.
Exactly. The only people that should care are the people that got nominated and the people that won.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
Unrelated.
being nominated is honor enough, if you ask me. That shows how strong you were.
But unrelated to this, what about that what if?
I don't even remember which one that is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The Marvel what if?
Bro, we about to talk about this.
Dude,
Can you? Okay, why don't we just segue to that?
this man said Justin's a note taker. Don't follow the notes.
So as Robino jumps the gun here, we'll touch on the Disney Plus announcements.
But what is?
So Disney Plus dropped lots of Star Wars content in terms of like what their plans are, and really just plans for Disney Plus overall. They're going all in, if you ask me, in terms of Disney Plus. Like they're going all in on like Disney Plus and their Hulu projects and like all their other stuff that they acquired. But as Robino was saying, the What If series, so the What If series seems really cool. It's basically like, what if everybody was zombies and Captain America was a zombie? I saw that one, and it was like, what if
like we zombies?
Wasn't it like, what if T'Challa was Iron Man, I think, or something like that? And there was also a bunch of
fun little parodies.
Yeah, what if
stuff?
What if Peggy Carter became Captain America instead of Steve Rogers? Lots of cool little concepts. I like that.
Mm-hmm. A lot of things that like have comics based around. Yeah. Yep.
And then there was they dropped a new trailer for the WandaVision, the Scarlet Witch and Vision.
And Mr. Vision.
Yeah, the TV series that they have for Disney Plus coming January, so it's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It looks wacky, and I think this kind of just further cements especially with the recent Spider-Man rumors of what was going on. It kind of further cements what I thought was happening with the Phase 4, even more so that they finally confirmed that the Fantastic Four is coming with Phase 4, and who was directing it. They didn't announce the cast yet, but it's the multiverse. This is what this phase is about, which, I mean, the Doctor Strange is the multiverse of madness, so I think that was a hint more than enough. So I think this whole phase, things are going to get very weird and very crazy, and I think that's good. And but yeah, I think the WandaVision, it looks very crazy, very wacky. I'm all for it. And then they showed that Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That looks pretty badass. I mean, can't lie. I'm pretty hyped for that. That comes out in March. And then they showed the Loki, which that looks pretty crazy. I'm not sure what's going on in there. You could say the same thing for the WandaVision. I'm not exactly sure what is going on there. But for Loki, it looks like this is the Loki that took the Tesseract in and it looks like there's this organization, if I had to guess, just based off what I was seeing, an organization that like keeps the timeline in check, and I think they are using Loki to keep the timeline in check or something like that. If I had to guess.
Sounds like those meatball dudes in Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Time cops.
Yeah, they're either using Loki to keep the timeline in check, or Loki is effing up the timeline and they're coming after him. So I don't know which is which. But looks great. It looks really good. And I think the key thing about these series is it gives a chance to flesh out these characters more than they would have than they had in the movies, which I think is why they chose to do TV series for them. Because in a TV series, you can really flesh out people. So, awesome stuff there. For the future stuff that they have coming, there's a Miss Marvel, which has a direct tie-in to Captain Marvel. I know there seems to be like some Kamala Khan hate here and there. You know,
I think that's messed up.
But I honestly think I really like her character. I think people should give her more of a chance when she pops on the screen. I think she's a really, really fun character.
I think it's messed up that people hate on her. She's a kid. Like,
yeah.
What the hell? What's the problem?
I'm a big fan of Miss Marvel. Maybe they should have made her name something else. I mean, because you're like I don't like people siphoning off of other characters, but I think in this instance Kamala Khan works, and her as Miss Marvel does work. She's a real fun character. Think Spider-Man, but more. She reminded me a lot of like Peter Parker Spider-Man, like youthful Spider-Man, but more fanboy-ish and more jokey and just, I guess, more lighthearted, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they have a few others, which I really like the ideas behind of the Marvel series. They don't have much information on them, but Hawkeye, where I think they're passing on the torch to Kate Bishop, which not surprised there. She-Hulk, which is pretty interesting. I don't know too much about She-Hulk. I just know that she's like supposed to be Bruce Banner's cousin. How she becomes like, and I know that she maintains her intelligence when she turns into her Hawk form, and I know that she's also a lawyer. So that's what I know about She-Hulk.
Also a lawyer, huh?
Also a lawyer, Phoenix Wright.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir.
Then there's The Secret Invasion, which is a very cool comic series. Check it out. But that's where the Skrulls kind of but it stars Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and the Skrulls, which I guess this was kind of teased at. This was kind of teased at in what would it have been? Was it Captain Marvel or Endgame or something? It was one of them where it kind of teased like he was with the Skrulls on a space station with like Nick Fury. I forgot which movie it was, and I was like, are they leading into Secret Invasion? But that's basically where like the Skrulls kind of take over like the Avengers, like they, because Skrulls can look like anybody.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something about the lawyer thing, but it just was not gonna make sense. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad you didn't.
After that last one, please don't.
See, well, that's just you guys don't know about Gavin. Like,
boy, we're not on 9gag every day.
You be playing PC games. You should know about Gavin Flyman.
Funny.
I mean, I was gonna talk about the girl in Daredevil, but she's not a lawyer.
No, he's the lawyer.
Yeah.
No, he's the lawyer.
Yeah, I know he's the lawyer, but I mean, she's in their firm. And I was like, but she's not a lawyer in the firm, so I was like, that doesn't really work.
Much like Kamaya Faye is not a lawyer herself.
No, she's not. She's just along for the ride. Why do they be having her in the courtroom? Is she really supposed to be next to him like that?
Apparently.
Okay, off on a tangent. Here's some series that they're developing for the Iron Man family continuation. So Armor Wars, where it comes back, James Rhodey, War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
He's people are trying to get their hands on Stark tech, and he's kind of one of the only last people to protect it. And then, interesting enough, Ironheart, which is the black girl. I don't want to coin her as this, but it's Riri Williams, which is the black girl that creates her own Iron Man suit, which is pretty awesome. I know people was like, up in arms about when she first came out, but I think this will do fine, and this is pretty cool. I'm just excited that they're not afraid. I mean, they're going with like their newest characters here. I mean, Mrs. Marvel, Riri Williams, and Kate Bishop, and like those are like all like relatively like newer. They're not the classics anymore, which is kind of it was just pretty exciting. Moon Knight, which
hey man, we've been talking about that, man.
Which is has Oscar Isaac's going to be playing him. I'm very excited. I want to see what more they have with that when they develop it. I guess their Guardians of the Galaxy are going to have a holiday special, which is going to be a limited series. So sounds fun. And there's going to be I Am Groot short series. And then in terms of their movies, they have Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Quantum Manium, which sounds like it's more of the quantum realm, and more of time travel because it introduces Kang the Conqueror, which is very interesting. He's pretty, like, he's Avengers level threat villain, typically, and he basically he jumps through different timelines and just conquers stuff and like captures ancient relics and stuff through different timelines and just becomes pretty powerful just doing that. Of course we have Black Widow, which I don't know what their plans are. It sounds like they don't want to release the Marvel movies to Disney Plus, but we'll see what COVID has in store for everybody. Shang-Chi, I mean, they didn't really give any new news for the movies, but one of the new news for the movies that they did give, I can't speak what is, and Thor: Love and Thunder, Christian Bale is playing the villain, and he's playing Gore, the God Butcher. I can't lie, I kind of nerded out on that because I just recently read the God Butcher Thor series, and it was pretty epic. So I'm pretty hyped for that.
Yeah.
And then Black Panther 2, they confirmed they will not be recasting T'Challa. They said, basically just said that Chadwick Boseman is too special in everybody's heart to do anything like that, and they want to keep it as him as the Black Panther for now.
Let's get Shuri some attention, man.
I think that is what's going to happen.
She does become Black Panther in the comics too, so
yeah, she does.
So I'm about
and the person that is directing the Fantastic Four is John Watts, who's been directing the Spider-Man movies, which I think that is a very good choice in terms of kind of that tone. I think the Fantastic Four should have the tone, kind of what the Spider-Man movies have been having. Just good old heart. Okay. Speaking of all of those guys, which ones sound the most interesting to you of those projects? I know I talked a lot about them.
I want to see that new Blade.
I think the new Blade is probably some ways off, but
yeah, I know.
I would love to see the Blade, and I'm pretty interested in the new Doctor Strange just because they said it was going to be. They said the genre is going to be horror, like it's like straight up, it's kind of like a horror film.
They say horror or thriller.
No, they said horror.
Horror?
Like because the guy that directed the first Doctor Strange, he was originally a horror director. Like he directed Sinister, and then I guess he left the project for the second movie, and they brought on Sam Raimi, who, funny enough, Sam Raimi did the Spider-Man movies, like the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi movies. But Sam Raimi is also a very typical horror director. Like he did the original Evil Dead. He does horror all the time, Sam Raimi. So I think that is excellent choice because he's done superhero and he's done horror. So, but interesting enough, they have America Chavez on there, and she's like she's also one of the newer Marvel characters. But I think her powers are pretty like. I've only seen her a few times. But if I'm not mistaken, she's pretty like strong. Very, very strong. I think her power is like has something to do with like time and dimension. I think. What does she do?
You lost me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yo, she can create portals and time travel. Yeah.
Oh,
so I was right. Yeah. So that's a crazy character to be introducing. I think.
I'm very. I think the Eternals movie is gonna look really cool just because of all the people that are gonna be in it. Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say the Eternals looks very cool too. I'm pretty excited for all of them. I mean, I love all the Marvel stuff. If there's honestly, if there's one I'm least excited for, honestly, it's probably just Black Widow because I felt like it feels like a little too late.
Yeah, she already died. So.
Right, but all these other ones are just very interesting. They're like new characters, or just characters that we've been with that haven't really got the chance to shine. So I'm very, very hyped for all of those. Okay, on to the Star Wars one. I'll make this very quick. Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Hayden
Much
Christensen.
teased about.
Yes, Hayden Christensen is coming back as playing Darth Vader. Hayden Christensen is the same guy that played Anakin in the prequels. Love this because the prequels get a lot of bad rep, and the guy, I feel like Hayden Christensen gets a lot of bad rep, but it's not really his fault when the writing is trash. So chance at redemption. Hopefully they get some good people on the project and create it. And I want to see some new era Darth Vader stuff. I mean, that's what everybody's been asking and wanting for. Like, why haven't we done a Darth Vader series? What are you guys doing? But I think this might. I think if this Kenobi series goes well, and I think it probably will spawn a Darth Vader series eventually, if you ask me. And apparently they're going to rematch, so he's probably going to cut off his arms and legs again. So.
I hate you.
Ahsoka is getting her own series. I mean, I love this. It's set within the timeline of The Mandalorian. Love it. Okay, I'm talking about the ones that interest me the most. And then there's one called The Acolyte, which is set. They said it's a Star Wars mystery thriller series, and it's set in the final days of the High Republic. As you guys said, what about the Low Republic? Funny joke there.
The little Democrat.
But I guess it centers around these dark side users, because I guess the High Republic era is an era where the light side of the Force was really, shining and like really out there, enforcing, like the Jedi were used as enforcers, to keep different planets in check, pretty much, and stuff like that. And there's the dark side of the Force was kind of just hiding the whole time during this time, and that's what this series is about. It's about dark side users during the High Republic era, just in hiding and experimenting with their dark powers.
It's the opposite of the Order 66 stuff. Where the light people were hiding.
Yeah. So this sounds really interesting. Another really interesting one is Star Wars Visions. I think you guys might enjoy this project, where it's going to be a series of animated short films. They're all anthology, but each film is going to be made by big Japanese anime studios. So it's going to be like pretty much, Japan's take on Star Wars. So, which sounds really cool if you ask me. And then there's Rangers of the New Republic, which is set in the timeline of the Mandalorian, and I think it kind of deals with just like people in the New Republic enforcing the law and stuff. And of the ones and the Bad Batch, I guess it seems pretty interesting. I don't know how interesting it will be. It seems like it deals with like this group of defective clone soldiers and stuff like that. Of the ones that I would say I'm honestly a little bit skeptical on, are like the ones I'm least excited for, I guess you could say, is like, why are we? Because for me personally, I want to see new stuff, new era stuff, like new era stuff. And all those ones I mentioned were either, Kenobi is Kenobi, and everybody loves Kenobi, so yes. But everything else that I just mentioned is probably going to be new era stuff, right? And Ahsoka, I think, it's been about time that she gets like mainstream love. But like these next few ones, like Cassian Andor, which I admit, okay, this does sound very interesting because it's about a guy that's kind of like a rogue rebel, where like he's not really sure where he stands on the side of like the rebellion and stuff. But you're probably like, who the heck is Cassian Andor? It's the guy from Rogue One, and you're probably like, who's that guy?
Is that the other pilot guy?
Yes, he was the Spanish guy. He was the
Yeah.
Spanish guy.
Wait,
He
I
was the
say
Span-
other pilot guy. I'm thinking like Finn
They're
was
all
there too,
pilots,
but Finn
but-
wasn't there. So it was the main
Yeah.
pilot guy.
No, you're thinking of Poe Dameron, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Poe.
Yeah, well that's what I meant when I said the other pilot guy, not him.
No,
But
The-
Finn
Cassian
wasn't in
Cassian,
that movie though.
No, Cassian Andor's from Rogue One, and he was the
Yeah, he was the main
Kind of-
pilot guy.
yeah, I think. I don't know.
It's just for some
See,
reason I was
what I'm saying? You're probably like, who even was that?
like I've seen Rogue One. It's just in
Oh,
my
yeah, me
head
too,
I
but
placed
no.
Finn in the movie when he was not in the movie.
Yep. Show did.
Yeah. So, and then they're doing a Lando series, which, I mean, again, I'm like, why are we still stuck? Why are we still stuck on the old characters? But
Just throw with the UK accent, Rob. Lando.
but if anything about Lando, the Lando series, if I get to see more Donald Glover do stuff, then I'm all for it. So I don't mind. Then there's a droid stuff, which sounds like it's for the kids. Then there's a Rogue Squadron, which is just about dogfights, starship dogfights stuff. Still kind of stuck in episodes 4 to 6 era, I would imagine. Oh wow, that was a lot, guys. That was a lot. I think those are pretty much it on the Star Wars, dude. I don't know if there's
Yep.
any of those Star Wars one interest you guys? Those Disney Plus Star Wars announcements?
I mean, I've been sleeping on Star Wars because I just don't feel like I got the time to do it. Got too much anime to go through, so I also don't have Disney Plus yet. I haven't mooched it off anyone yet, so I'm probably just gonna binge as much of these series as possible once I really get my hands on it.
I mean, I still need to watch the 3rd season of Castlevania.
Isn't Castlevania
Yeah.
like also 3 episodes?
No.
I think by the time of the
It's like
summer,
10.
when the summer rolls around of summer 2021, I think you guys will have a lot of fun stuff to watch on Disney Plus for a good few months to keep you
Mhm.
busy. So I think that would be a good time to jump in, because by then there would be 3 Marvel TV series on there. There will be you have 2 seasons of The Mandalorian to watch, and yeah. So I think that would be a good time to jump in. I guess off on a tangent, lightning round really quick. There's some really interesting just Disney, like straight up Disney stuff they said they were gonna talk about. I mean, of course, they're re-releasing more of the effing live action remakes that nobody likes. But
why everything gotta be live action though?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Amen.
But apparently, I guess there's going to be a Baymax little animated series, the Zootopia animated series, which is going to be also an anthology series. There's going to be a TV series based off of Princess and the Frog, and which is pretty underrated, and Moana. The Mighty Ducks are coming back. I don't know if you guys grew up with that.
I remember that.
Flying V.
Yeah. Yep. What are some interesting ones? Oh, they did say that the next Disney movie, I'm not sure if it's like the next Disney princess movie. I don't know if my information is right or thoughts on that, but it was called Raya and the Last Dragon. I guess it's coming. It's also coming on Disney Plus with Premiere Access, so I think similar to how Mulan was. As it comes in theaters in March, I do know that. They're still doing Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford returning. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, I love Harrison Ford, but that man is old.
He's so old.
To be playing Indiana Jones. Come on, cuh. And just lots of yeah, just live action shit of the classics. Come on, be original, guys.
Yeah.
But there is a new, this is Encanto, a new animated film set in Colombia, where a magical family live in a magical home, including songs from multi-award-winning Lin-Manuel Miranda, who is the guy that did Hamilton, which is pretty fire. If you ain't know.
And he was in Moana.
Yeah, you're right. And he did the music for
Played
Moana.
that crap.
Away, away. Yeah, I don't know about that. And then Pixar stuff. I guess they're doing a Buzz Lightyear.
Played by what's his name?
Chris Evans. Yep.
Yes.
Wait,
Yep.
what?
And they're yes.
He said I'm tired of being Captain America too long because I'm worried people won't take me seriously. Then he's like, yeah, I'll be Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, and this one sounds really strange to me, but it's by the lady. I don't know if you guys saw that short where the lady was making a dumpling and the dumpling was like,
Bow.
bao, yeah. But that same lady, she's doing I think it's a feature film
Or a red panda.
about a red panda. So it's a little girl that when she gets excited, she turns into a red panda. And I was
Be
like,
like
all right. I was like, all
It do
right.
be like that.
I mean, I was like, red pandas don't get enough love, but I'm
Okay.
for it, I guess.
Man, that's like your son's got a red panda.
Yep, yes he does, and he's been really digging it lately.
Yeah,
Thanks
you're
again for
welcome.
Thanks again for that. And then I guess there's going to be a car series.
Hey man, I just watched the third one.
I did too. Wait, no. Y'all,
He said,
y'all
"Wait,
niggas
no."
playing with me. Fuck you. Justin got jokes. Nigga. Anyways, I'm excited for that just because my son really loves cars and he about knows. He dang near seems like he knows all the words for like Cars 1. When they get in the wreck and the pile up in the beginning, he always goes, "Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!" So lots of fun stuff. And let's not forget the National Geographic love. You know.
Hell no.
No, I don't know. They got some interesting stuff there too. I mean, that's it. That's a wrap. That was a lot. That was a lot, guys. Do you think Disney Plus is finally going to start becoming an investment for you guys, a service for you guys in the future here?
Only if I can get it for free.
What are your thoughts on that HBO Max? Do you guys think you'll be up for that with the movies?
I was on it
dropping
for
HBO Max.
I was on it for a second, but like I said, I accidentally missed the damn window to unsubscribe, and I ended up paying for a month. And I was like, well, now I gotta unsubscribe, and then if I want it back, I gotta resubscribe, and it's just the whole thing.
Yeah,
have
Konosuba's on there though. They have a lot of anime on there that I was not expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I have it through my internet.
Yeah, it's crazy because my homies got through the same internet as me. It's crazy. Yeah, who didn't get through the internet? Me!
Tragic.
All right. I mean, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for joining us. We gave our thoughts on the Game Awards and what came of that and what was announced there and what's coming to Disney Plus for all the Star Wars and Marvel nerds out there. It's been us here at Respect Tilt, Flyman, Great Robino, JT. Yo, guys, always respect the tilt. Don't be tilting because of no Game Awards. Just respect it. Just respect it, man. It's all right. Respect the tilt.